I never thought my wedding day would end with my mother-in-law barging into my room while I was half naked and her phone camera was on. But that is exactly what happened. I met my husband, Mark, 10 years ago. From the start, his mom, Eleanor, or Ellie, called me her daughter. Since I did not have a close relationship with my own mom, it felt nice, it felt safe. She seemed like the mother figure I had always wanted. That changed when we started planning the wedding. Mark had the perfect proposal planned. A special date, a special place, every detail thought out. One day we were sitting with Ellie, and I started joking around. I began guessing random dates for the proposal. November 2nd, 3rd, 4th. Then I accidentally guessed the exact date. Mark kept his poker face, but Ellie reacted instantly, jumping in her seat and giving him a shocked look. From that moment, I knew I had guessed right. Still, I did not want to ruin it for Mark. When he proposed, I acted completely surprised. We wanted a small, private wedding. Ellie had other plans. She told me that is not a real wedding. Before I could respond, she booked her church, found a retired minister, and started adding distant relatives to our guest list. Relatives we had never met. I found my dream dress online for $50. It was perfect. When Ellie found out, she was furious. She accused me of stealing the dress shopping experience from her. She demanded photos of the dress. I refused. Then the wedding day came. I arrived at the church, and there she was, wearing a white dress. She had no intention of changing. During the photos, she kept jumping in front of our photographer with her phone, ruining shot after shot. She even posted the worst pictures online before I could announce my own wedding. The cake cutting was supposed to be private. We were in the corner, just me, Mark, and the photographer, when Ellie shouted that she was not ready. She made us restage the whole thing. By the reception, she was drinking heavily, crying, flirting, making a scene. That night, we stayed at her house since our honeymoon flight was early the next morning. I had just stepped out of the shower and started changing into my pajamas when the door burst open. It was Ellie. No knock, phone camera on, asking us to start opening gifts so she could take pictures. I froze. My chest was completely exposed. Because of my past, that moment hit me hard. Mark told her to get out, but she was too drunk to understand. The next morning, as we were leaving for the airport, she cried about how horrible we had been to her. I looked her in the eye and said, "We were changing. We were naked. I am sorry you did not get to photograph my breasts last night." She screamed that I was making it up just to be dramatic. We walked out and did not look back. Our honeymoon was peaceful because she was not there. That night was the moment I realized sometimes the people you trust the most are the ones who cross the lines you never thought they would. I know some of you might be wondering why I didn't just cut her off completely after that night. The truth is, family situations are never that simple. Mark still loves his mom, and I respect that. But from that day on, I kept very clear boundaries. And honestly, I am happier for it. If you have ever dealt with a family member or in-law who crossed the line, you know how exhausting it can be. It is not about just one moment. It is about all the little moments that pile up until you realize this is not okay. I would love to hear your stories in the comments. What would you have done if you were in my shoes? And trust me, if you think this story was bad, wait until you hear what is coming next. Let's just say you will not believe what someone did on a day that was supposed to be perfect. Make sure you are subscribed and have your notifications on. You are not going to want to miss it.